Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Good morning, dear shareholders. Morning, regulators. Before we start the event, I would like to invite Pastor Olagoke for the opening prayer, please. Thank you.
Father, in the name of Jesus, Father, we give thanks to you for the fruit of the life. We thank you, Father, for the life of the board and management and shareholders. We thank you for our journey mercy down to this place. Accept our thanks in Jesus' name. As we are going to interact and discuss for the profitability of our company, Mecure PSC, Father, give the board and the shareholders the wisdom and understanding. At the end of the day, let's have full cause to glorify your holy name. In Jesus' name we pray.
Dear shareholders, and my regulators, before we start the event of the day, I request to seek your permission to invite in the midst of us a lady who is the co-founder of Mecure Industries PLC, a lady who was the former MD of Mecure Industries PLC, a lady who is the largest shareholder of Mecure Industries PLC today, and a lady who is my spouse and wife for the last 50 years. With your permission, can I invite her on the dais to sit? Shareholders, regulators, can I do that? Thank you. Thank you. Madam Avni, please. Welcome, ma'am. Sit here. Sit here. Here. How are you?
Oh, thank you very much.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, representatives of the regulators here present, gentlemen of the press, I am pleased to welcome you to the third annual general meeting of our company holding this morning. Distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, I am aware that we have a quorum for the meeting.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, CS. Apart from the preliminaries, there are 9 items of business on the agenda before you. I will like to explain that I will move the motions while members present will have an opportunity to second each motion put to the meeting before a vote is taken on the items of the agenda. I will give an opportunity for questions on the financial statements to be laid before you. Answers will also be provided to those questions before we proceed to the next item of the agenda. The directors will be available after the meeting to discuss any further points with you. In order to facilitate the counting of votes, I implore you to raise your hands I will implore those seconding motions before the meeting or asking questions to please speak clearly and commence by stating their names. The register of directors shareholding is available for inspection during the meeting in compliance with the Companies and Allied Matters Act, 2020. Okay, thank you. I will now introduce you the members of the board of directors of your company here present. Mrs. Enderlin Ducor, Co-Chief Executive Officer. Mr. Arjun Udani, Co-Chief Executive Officer. Dr. Aji Obifuna. Okay. Probably he's on his way. He's the Executive Director. Mr. Felix Anaje, still on the way. I think the rains are delaying my directors. And I think I would say the same thing for Dr. Benedict Agbo. Apologies for the delay, please. Mrs. Ayotunde Owigbe. Mr. Chidi Okoro. Thank you. Mr. Tochukwu Orianjaku. Thank you, sir. And the representative of Mr. Joseph Babatunde, I believe he's sending a representative. Thank you. Also here with us is Ifedamola Oluwasegun, the Chief Financial Officer. The company secretary is Mr. Olawale Ibitoe, a very popular man, yes. And as for myself, I am Samir Udani, the chairman of your company. Thank you. I will like to recognize the representatives of the Nigerian Exchange Limited, represented by Ms. Peggy Halliday. Thank you, ma'am. The Securities and Exchange Commission, represented by can you please, can you have the mic? I need to have his name, please. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. And the Corporate Affairs Commission, represented by, okay, they are still on their way. External auditors, Olatunji Cole and Company. I think today's rain seriously is marring the attendance. Absolutely sorry about that. The company registrars, Quadras Registrars Company. Thank you. And our corporate governance evaluation consultant, represented by Tamilore Johnson and Olalade Ibrahim. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize members of the Statutory Audit Committee led by committee's chairman, Mr. Olatunji Bamidele. How are you, sir? Other members of the Statutory Audit Committee are Mrs. Samia Odunuga. Madam, you're welcome. Mr. Yakubu Mosuru. How are you, sir? Mr. Joseph Babatunde and, of course, Mr. Chidi Okoro. I will now call on the secretary to read the notice of the meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, notice is hereby given that the third annual general meeting of members of Mecure Industries PLC will be held at Nekal Hall, Central Business District, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos State, on Friday, 10th July 2025 in the forenoon to transact the following business. 2026, sir. Ordinary business. To lay before the members the report of the directors, the audited financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2025, together with the report of the auditor and the audit committee thereon. 2, to declare a dividend. 3, to re-elect the following directors retiring by rotation. 1, Mrs. Ayotunde Oweigbe. 2, Mr. Tochukwu Orajaku. Item 4, to authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the external auditor. 5, to disclose the remuneration of managers of the company in compliance with the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. 6, to elect members of the audit committee. Special business, to approve the enumeration of the non-executive directors. To authorize the renewal of the general mandate on recurrent transactions which are of trading nature or those necessary for the company's day-to-day operation from related parties in accordance with the rules of the Nigerian Exchange Limited governing transactions with related parties or interested persons. 9, to consider and if thought fit, pass the following as special resolution of the company: that the company be and is hereby authorized to increase the additional capital to be raised from the initial 30 billion naira approved by the shareholders at the extraordinary general meeting held on 14th May 2025 to 50 billion naira only, while other resolutions passed on the said date remains the same. Proxy, a member of the company entitled to attend and vote. Thank you, shareholders. Dated 26 February 2026 by order of the board. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Before dealing with the formal business of the day, I would like to comment briefly on the affairs of the company during the last financial year as recorded in the report and accounts which has been distributed. Thank you. I will now call on the representative of the auditors. I believe they are present here now. And what do we do now? Can you put it later?
The shareholders will decide.
Okay, fine. Can I request the CFO to please, he cannot. Okay, fine. All right, okay, we have objection. We have objection. So, can we keep this item?
Let's take the audit committee
All right,
report.
beautiful.
Why
Thank
we-
you. Thank you. Wonderful. Sir. Thank you.
Thank you, our chairman. By privilege given to me by the shareholder, due to a little delay of external auditor. Auditor reports, we need to find.
No, statutory audit committee.
Thank you, our chairman. Audit committee report, we find page 31. Report of the committee for the year ended 31st December 2025. In accordance, page 31, please. Everybody, you can open it to page 31. In accordance with provision of section 40, subsection 7 of the Company and Allied Matter Act, number 3 of 2020, as amended, the member of the committee of Mecure Industry PLC have reviewed the audited financial statement of the company for the year ended December 31st, 2025, and report as following. The review of the scope and planning of audit requirements and found them adequate. A. B. Review the financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2025 are satisfied with explanation obtained. C. Review the external auditor management data for the year ended 31st December 2025 and are satisfied with management response to the issue raised. D. Ascertain the accounting and reporting policy for the year ended 31st December 2025 are in accordance with the legal requirements and agree ethical practice. External auditor confirm having received full cooperation from the company management and their scope of their work was not resisted in any way. Signed by me, Olatunji Bamidele, dated 23 day of February. Members seated are member. Please, when I call your name, please stand for recognition. Mr. Yakub Titilayo Musuro. Second, Mrs. Samiat Adebanke Odunuga. Third, Mr. Chidi Okoro, Director. Last on the list, Mr. Joseph Oyeyemi Batunde. Mr. Olawale Ibitoye, the company secretary, acted as the secretary of audit committee. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for this support.
CFO will take the announce that CFO will take the report. CFO.
So the CFO will now take the report.
Okay. On behalf of Olatunji Cole and Co., I'll take the report of the external auditors. Auditors attestation reports on management's assessments of internal control over financial reporting to members of Mecure Industries PLC. A company's internal control over financial reporting better now? Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Okay. So the scope, we've been engaged by Mecure Industries PLC to perform a limited assurance engagement based on international standards. That's no. Oh, okay, no, sorry. Apologies. Okay, yeah. Yes, I've seen it. Sorry. We have audited the financial statements of Mecure Industries PLC, which comprise the statement of financial condition as at 31st December 2025, and the statements of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, changes in equity, and cash flow for the period then ended, and the notes to the financial statements, including a summary of significant accounting policies. In our opinion, the financial statement presents fairly in all material respects. The financial position of the company as at 31st December 2025 and its financial performance and cash flow for the year then ended are in accordance with international financial reporting standard and the requirements of the Companies and Allied Matters Act and the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Act 2011. We conducted our audits in accordance with international standards on auditing, ISA. Our responsibilities under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibilities for the audit of the financial statement section of our report. We are independent of the company in accordance with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, Professional Code of Conduct and Guide for Accountants, which is consistent with the International Ethics Standards Board for Accounting Codes of Ethics for Professional Accountants, Part A and B, together with other ethical requirements that are relevant to our audit of the financial statements in Nigeria. And we have fulfilled other ethical responsibilities in accordance with these requirements. We believe that the evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. Key audit matters are those matters that, in our professional judgments, were of most significance in our audit of the financial statements of the current period. These matters were addressed in the context of our audit as a whole and informing our opinion thereon, and we do not provide a separate opinion on these matters. Compliance with regulatory requirements, significant regulation by health and drug regulatory authorities, non-compliance with applicable regulations may result in penalties, product recalls, or suspension of licenses. How the matter was addressed in the audit. Our audit procedure included reviewing correspondence with regulatory authorities, assessing compliance with relevant laws and regulations, and discussing compliance matters with management and legal advisors. Okay. Okay, let me just go to the last paragraph. Okay, so the reports on other legal and regulatory requirements. In accordance with the fifth schedule of the Companies and Allied Matters, we expressly state that 1. We have obtained all the information and explanation which, to the best of our knowledge, believe were necessary for the purpose of our audit. The company has kept proper books of accounts so far as appears for our examination of those books. The company's financial position and its statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of accounts and returns for Olatunji Cole and Co.
Okay. So we have the auditor here. Yes. Okay, we proceed. Okay, fine. I will now call on the representative of the Statutory Audit Committee. Okay, done. Okay, now 9. In line with the provisions of Principle 14 of the Nigerian Code of Corporate Governance 2018, an annual board evaluation was conducted by an independent consultant, the firm of DCSL Corporate Services Limited. I will now call on a representative of the firm to present the evaluation report. Let's have, I want to see the hands. Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you. We have come to item 1 of the agenda. As copies of the report and accounts for the year ended 31st December 2025 have been dispatched to you, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to formally lay before the meeting the statement of financial positions as at 31st December 2025, together with the statement of comprehensive income for the year ended on that date and the report of the auditors thereon. I shall be pleased to answer any questions which you may have on the report and accounts before we proceed to the next business. It would assist if you would refer to the page of the report and accounts to which your question relates, and strictly questions to one to give opportunity to the other shareholders to have their turn. Okay, let's start with this gentleman. Please introduce yourself with your name.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, other directors, and good morning, esteemed shareholder. The name is William Sadibai. Mr. Chairman, today, like every shareholder here, we are happy to be here, and we are happy with your performance. The result we are treating today is a fantastic result, whichever way you look at it. This result also goes as far as making every shareholder to believe that the future of Mecure industry is very, very bright.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, today, if we look at the indices we have here today, these are important indices shareholders want to see all over the world. Your profit after tax, which make all of us here to be happy, increased by 177%. Fantastic. Give them a round of applause. Also, the important point for all shareholders too is you have been able to eke out 32 kobo dividend, which is fantastic.
Thank you.
Although it is coming out of the retaining what you had heard for 1.62 naira. We realize that it is important that we plow some profit back. That's why that dividend appears small. But realistically, if you look at your accounts, today, if you look at page 43,
Can we have the page number, please?
page 43, if you look at that account, statement of financial position, it shows resilience, it shows strength, because if you look at that retained earning, rose astronomically. Your retained earning, which you call their retained profit, it went up astronomically, revealing that this company have what it takes to face the future. You have what the financial muscle to look into the future and do well. We're happy about this. But today also, if you look at that same page, you will look at the receivables. That trade and other receivable doubled, and it's also a cause for concern for all of us, because though the IFRS standard makes it clear that 60 days interval, but we want to believe that with the next 60 days, that sharp differences from the trade receivable of last year and this year will have been addressed. Mr. Chairman, today too, I also want to look at what you have on the revenue, which went up very well, 69%, fantastic one. But today, if you look at the fact that you are raising fund, I want to tell this board that the shareholders today will support all resolution that you bring forward today, because you have performed.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you for the opportunity. God bless you.
Okay, I would like to now look for a lady who has a question. Okay, please. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity given to me. My name is Mrs. Bakari Adebisi Oluwayemisi, a shareholder. Mr. Chairman, I would like to start my comments to appreciate the entire board management and staff of Mecure PSC for an for an exceptional performance during the year under review. It is an excellent performance, so I commend the entire board for that. Having said that, I would like to also commend our company for launching of 19 new pharmaceutical products, which expanded our total asset by 49%. This is highly commendable also.
Continue, please.
Page 7. On page 7, that is on our special resolution 9. We seek approval to increase the company's share capital from 30 billion to 50 billion. On this, I want to ask, what is the rationale for this increase, considering that shareholders approved the increase to 30 billion during our last EGM? So I would like to know. In addition to that, I want to ask that how does management intend to utilize the additional capital? Page 13. Okay, someone have talked about that. That is about dividend. So I commend us for the 32 kobo dividend. That is, this represents an increase of 113%. This is very good. Please let us appreciate them for that.
Thank you.
Page 42. Mr. Chairman, as a shareholder, I'm concerned about the significant increase in our finance costs, which rose by 70% from 4.9 billion to 8.49 billion. This is likely due to higher borrowing as seen in external debt and commercial paper, rising to 55.33 billion. I want to ask that what measures are in place to reduce overdependence on borrowings and lower finance costs as well. Furthermore, sir, I commend our strong earnings growth, but I observed that operating cash flow declined during the year while trade receivables increased significantly. So I want to ask that what measures is management taking to improve cash conversion, strengthen debt collection, and reduce credit risk? In conclusion, Mr. Chairman, I want to once again commend the board and management and staff for this remarkable performance in 2025. But I would like to appeal to this board that management should consolidate on this momentum by improving our cash flow, reducing finance costs, strengthening export earnings, and expanding our product portfolio so that Mecure can become one of the leading pharmaceutical manufacturers in Nigeria and Africa at large.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Let me have the young man there. We have a long day, don't worry.
Good morning.
I will address everyone.
Good morning, my chairman, co-chairs. My name is Adeleke Oladimeji. Chairman, we are so happy to be here for this result that we are considering. Our dividend grows and every other indices here are positive. But Chairman, sir, this annual report gave me a mixed feeling of pain and gain. Having a critical look at this annual report, our revenue increased by 19 billion and our cost of sales increased by 20 billion. This sent a wrong signal to me that we need to correct some things and we need to look into some things in all areas of our business. This company needs to go and look at how we can reduce our cost of doing business. Because now the revenue that we said increased because of sales has swapped all, which is not supposed to be so. We need to go and reduce costs if you really want this company to float. Also, look at the marketing expenses, the admin expenses. Also, the marketing expenses grow by 100%. These are aspects that we need to look into. Also, someone has talked about our borrowing stood at 52 billion under the year review, and we are talking about revenue of 77 billion. We need to inject more funds into this business so that we reduce our borrowing, because we are looking at it, we are working for the bank. Also, sir, I really appreciate the company. We are doing a lot of advertisement, but this advertisement is not only enough when the product is not available, when we cannot get to a pharmacy in a local area and see our product there. I think we need to improve on the marketing chain of the company. How are we distributing this product? Is it from us to the wholesaler to the retailer, or we have some sales representative that goes to the retailer, people that sell these drugs, so that it can be accessible to us? A lot I want to say, but I will pass my comments across to you. Please, the little thing I would like to say here, let's look critically into it. Thank you.
Thank you. Gentlemen.
Mr. Chairman, the chairman of Mecure PLC, directors of this great company, further distinguished shareholders, good morning. My name is Okezia Boniface. I am the national chairman of Progressive Shareholders Association of Nigeria. Mr. Chairman, I need to say that this account we are considering this morning is a good result because some of the shareholders, like some shared information to me, they wrote to the company that this account has fault. There's nothing wrong with this account. And we should be stopping. I want to appeal to shareholders to stop writing nonsense letters to companies. So that we don't destroy institutions we invested. If you're invested in the company, hoping to earn dividend and capital appreciation, don't bring the company down. And some of the company, I want to admonish you to stop entertaining such letters. If such letter comes to you, make sure you get some shareholder leaders who will advise you on what to do on such letters. This company is doing very well. The problem we have today is the cost of doing business in Nigeria that's getting higher. Somebody talk about cost of sales. Yes, our earning double. And when you're carrying this goods all over the geographical zone of this country, it's not an easy tax. It costs money for running a vehicle, fuel. Today we bought about 1,500 per liter. You run diesel to run the factories. So these are not easy to come by. For you to double that, you need to have to spend some money to grow that earning. And that's what's happening. Yeah, my quarter that we are having 35 kobo paid on 1 naira 62 kobo earning. But 32 kobo, if that had come to you, at least you paid another 62 kobo, apply back that 1 naira, would have been better. Mr. Chairman, that should be our dividend policy. That when we grow earning, we need to also pay higher. But you haven't know where you're coming from. We have seen the borrowing, almost 8 billion. It's getting higher. But that resolution we gave to you, which formed the agenda today, last year, we should be proactive to assess the capital market. Either right issue or public offering to raise that money. One of their competitors just oversubscribed their issue they did, right issue about a month ago, was oversubscribed by, right issue they did. So we should also follow suit. Our company price, share have gone up, So we should take advantage of the market. Last few weeks, the market went nose dive. It's taken up, it has gone up. So we need to be proactive that when we come to the market to reduce borrowing from the banks. And we now begin to work for shareholders. Mr. Chairman, it's excellent. I want to commend the board. They're attending the board meeting and other subcommittees meetings. It's excellent. The attendance, I commend them for doing that. Because that's where you take policy for the management to drive to run the business today. So members are not be found wanted. I want them to continue in that trajectory. To attend board meetings and have a good policy for the management to drive their business. Mr. Chairman, if you look at page 20, and that's why I told you that we take it as read, DCL. What the recommendation here they stated in corporate governance appraisal was not reflected here. So it directed to the board. So the board shall simulate whatever they are giving to you and do the needful. There's nothing here for shareholders to digest. And that's why I say it should be taken as read. They were paying higher for you, like a lot of because you stated the jail to the night of war. I came from the community. This would give us people to state. Most of them come from back in the American Republic. So the auditors are coming in and we're using 22 billion and again going to the connected billion. So they should be up and doing. When you give a mandate to serve a company, we are paying you audit fees. They should not be coming here late. And that's why we mandated that, CFOs should read their financial report. But in normal terms, they should read it for us. So I believe they will make up and come back in to attend meetings. Mr. Chairman, this will be my last comment. Yeah. I wanted down. What the paper? Mr. Chairman, what I'm saying today, if you look at cost of doing business, it is not with the average of industry. It's not much. But I believe in that the market will give you panacea to solve all these problems. Mecure have a good product, but let us roll them into the market, into the shelf, out of counter. People can purchase what the product available in chemist. Let us make our product available like other pharmaceutical companies. It's very, very important. You are doing very well, and we will support you on the decision you take that align with the shareholders in expectation to earn more dividend from this company. God will bless Mecure and bless shareholders. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Moses. From that, I'm coming here. I'm coming here.
The chair. First and foremost, I have to say good morning. My name is Ibu Dimutis. I am the elected National Coordinator of Independent Shareholders Association of Nigeria. First and foremost, before I ask question, I will use this opportunity to commend the Iron Lady beside the chairman.
Iron Lady.
It is the sign that, yes, they said in Nigeria that where there is a successful man, there's always, then that has shown that, yes, you are a strong woman who believe in your husband, who believe in the idea, not only like that, you invested money, one of the largest shareholders, and is that part of things we are enjoying. Thank you very much for the support.
Thank you.
God will bless, give you wisdom, strengthen all of you. I'm coming to the account specifically. I am so happy. Why am I happy? That I'm using this language, allow me to use it. We are all human beings. But you left your country. You came to this country. You believe in it. You brought money. You established one. By your record today, you are the second largest pharmaceutical company in this country. Wow.
Thank you.
In the capital market, you are the second, based on the figure I've seen in comparison with others. Now, having said that, you have delivered exceptional growth in this 2025 financial year with revenue of 68.8%, while profit is 177%, over 177%. But there are issues I'm going to raise here. This growth was funded by high cost of what? Short-term debt. And that is the issue. And that is what we must address. And deteriorating working capital. So we don't have working capital. Then refinancing risk remain a key concern. How do we run this business, get cheaper money to run this business? You have done well. So well. Revenue, profit, everything is what? Superb. Your profit margin, superb. Your product, superb. Not only like that, from this account, it shows that you believe in this country. You use 4.4 billion naira to expand your industry. That is to tell you, look at the account. Financing is what? 4.4 billion naira as expansion cost there. That is to say that you have the belief that this country, this business is a good business that you can do and run well in this country. So for that, we of like mind believe in you that you have done well. Now, the question is, having used money, borrowed money, commercial papers and all of that to run this business so good, what is the way forward so that we can refinance this business? And others come to that resolution where you are saying that you are going to raise money, which is the best option that we have to grow. My concern then is this, two questions I want to ask. Our debt management. What is the board plan to reduce reliance on short-term commercial papers? Is an equity raise or conversion to long-term debt being considered to improve interest cover or about 2.5 so? That is an option. So I want you to give assurance to shareholders that this is what you want to do by that resolution, so that we get prepared. Anytime you come out, if it's right, if it's public offer, we will now what? Go and support you by what? Supporting you and bringing our money so that you can refinance the project. So you need to tell us today, Chairman, that that is the option you want to take. The working capital there. What specific actions are being taken to reduce debtors, especially when bad leveraging, that is, what percentage of our receivable is at risk of impairment? The debtor, is there any impairment? Is there any risk on that? Please, we want to know about that. Then again, I want to speak on the risk. That risk, please provide essential sensitivity analysis. What is the impact of profit after tax if interest rates increase by 300%? If reciprocal collected slip days collected to only 100 days, it's the same thing I'm speaking. What am I speaking? If interest rates rise today, do you think if we did not come to the market to raise money or get a cheaper money, can we work this business? Can we make profit? All of this is, I'm asked, this question is to let you, to encourage you to come out and get a cheaper form. Without that, we will not be able to work, to sustain the rate we are going. Unless we have to take a drastic action in the way we have to do the business by collecting our debt. But even with that, with only, if you calculate it by 10 billion, only 10 billion naira into the coffers of this business, we are good to go. We are moved from the gray area. But I assure you, with what you have done today, with this your report, please come fast to the market. Even if you are raising 50 billion, if you are raising 30 billion, people believe that you will do well because your accounts have shown that you have performed very well. And don't forget also, your shares, it will enable the shares to be worn. The floats will be easy. When you want to sell, you can sell. When you want to buy, you can sell. Because there is difficulty if you, with the price you have today, if you want to trade one share, nobody want to buy. I don't know why. But that's how, because I tried to trade my share for some time now, but nobody want to buy. It's image problem. So you need to work on that. Believing that if you do this, and market, let this, the Nigerian Stock Exchange go and meet them. Show them what your plans are. Your performance. You are doing well. Let people believe in you. Once that is done, manage those things very well. You will see that this company, I know that it's going to work, go places. And finally, Nigeria have a very, very great potential in healthcare. Because the major companies, the GSKs and all the likes, have left this arena, creating more opportunity for us. Now, not only like that, you need to change the trajectory also in Nigeria. Where we build factories that are capable to manufacture for others. We can turn around the pharmaceutical industry in such a way that when we build our capacity, our equipment, local Smaller manufacturing company will come into us to do what? To manufacture products. We can do it. And I want that the board to consider that aspect of the business. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Improve the Moses.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for giving this opportunity. But before I start, Mr. Chairman, I would like to say, Mr. Chairman, good morning, sir. Board of Directors, regulators present, my able shareholders. My name is Jibuno Godfrey Uche. Mr. Chairman, a lot of things have been said. And like I said, I will start, before I ask questions, I will start with my commendations first. Mr. Chairman, this time last year, between me and you were in a meeting and we were arguing about the approvals that you got for the 19 products. Actually, Mr. Chairman, I commend you for doing that. Yes, I give you kudos, Mr. Chairman. With all the hazards of NAFDAC and SOM, Mr. Chairman, kudos. That's a good one, Mr. Chairman. And not only that, Mr. Chairman, our great company securing a market in Sierra Leone. Mr. Chairman, that is also another good one, Mr. Chairman. And that is why you see Mecure is going places. Also, Mr. Chairman, I checked the reports. I saw on page 25 to 27, all standards were maintained. That means that, you know, our company keeps the laws of regulators. That's also a good one. IAS and FR standards were all maintained. Mr. Chairman, also again, one of the earlier speakers talked about our cost of sales. Mr. Chairman, I looked at the books. It's on the high side. But Mr. Chairman, there are other forms of cheaper energy that we can do. We have solar, we have gas, even we have refuse that we can use to make our machines as a very cheaper source of energy. And Mr. Chairman, lastly are the questions. The first one, Mr. Chairman, what are we doing to reduce fake products in Nigeria? Yes, we secured 19 of our products. A lot of fakes are outside. Let us remember that Mecure, our name is at stake. What are we doing to reduce people faking and counterfeiting our products? Also, Mr. Chairman, they talk about marketing. Yes, most of our products are not everywhere. AI technology is outside now. What are we using to leverage AI to boost strategic and aggressive marketing of our products? Because I know that categories of our products will deal with cardiovascular products, infectious products, and also different categories of products. What are we doing, you know, for marketing our products? And when we make money, cybercrime is also on the verge. Some companies were attacked with cybercrime fraud. What are we doing to use, you know, to leverage issues of cybercrime? And lastly, Mr. Chairman, I suggest that Nigeria is a very, very big market. Maybe we can partner with the Ministry of Health through federal or state and see how we can come in and get contracts to supply most of the general hospitals that we have in Nigeria. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Jibuno Godfrey Uche. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, my friend.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman,
First row, we take a female and then we wrap up.
members of the board, regulatory authorities here present, fellow distinguished shareholders. Good morning. My name is AK Chibuzo Emmanuel, a shareholder. Chairman, a lot has been said. I may not dwell on them, but if peradventure I touch any one of it, is just a matter of emphasis. Very consistent to that, Mr. Chairman, I want to appreciate the board and management for using this document as a means of advertisement to our products. And I want to also extend it that this document was prepared by the secretary and his team, and also organizing this meeting today. His team has put a lot of effort to make it a success. I want to let us appreciate him and his team. Yes, Mr. Chairman, on right issue, I want you to attach a particular project you want to finance with the capital raising. It's very, very important so that it can fly. Yes, Mr. Chairman, the result today, remember this document, this account is historical. You can only use the experience and the advices we are giving you today to make a better Mecure. If you check on page 42, dwelling on finance cost, I know if you raise this capital, it will go a long way to reduce the dwelling much on borrowed money. But a solution is here. If you check page 43 to 62, Mr. Chairman, if we have our products out, if we have our monies hanging there, let us reduce the time of collecting our money out there to build further our working capital. It's very, very important. Let's assume you have 45 days to collect our debt. If you reduce it from 45 days to like 20 days, that money will come in. You use it to, enhance the working capital. And if you further stretch it on page 62, we are having a lot of products. Page 62, finished goods. Mr. Chairman, the earlier we employ the services of our marketers to push out these products, is going to help us to recall our monies, recall more monies out, so that our working capital can be properly enhanced. Mr. Chairman, I want to sincerely encourage you. This market is good. If you look at the industry, Mecure is having a very good share of the market. I want you to increase it. I want you to encourage the staff who is working tirelessly. And I looked at training. I didn't see anywhere training was mentioned. Mr. Chairman, it's very important. Yes, you are here today. If you train your staff to know much of what we are doing, you're going to expand the knowledge. And whatever you train people on, they will dwell on it and make more. Mr. Chairman, I want to deviate a bit, talking about us, the shareholders. It's very, very important that I say this. My dear shareholders, Please let us stop the activities of writing to companies in form of threatening them, in form of telling them if they didn't do this, this will happen or this will happen. Please, if we destroy our investment, it's not going to go well with us. So let us keep encouraging them to do more so that our future will be bright and our children's future will also be bright. On this note, Mr. Chairman, I want to sincerely thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Other board members,
Good morning.
the regulatory authorities here present, my fellow distinguished shareholders. My name is Basadé Tutushinyobola. I'm the president of Highly Favored Shareholders Association. Mr. Chairman, I have some observations, comments, questions, and suggestions on our annual report. With your kind permission, I will quickly run through them. Let me skip the results at a glance. I just want to seize this opportunity to give kudos to the board and management for the excellent results we are discussing. From page 16 to 19, the beautiful faces and the profile of the board of directors. I observe that we have only 2 ladies in the board of 10 directors, which amounts to 20%. This is unacceptable on gender balancing. We have to improve on it going forward. From page 24 to 27, attendance at board meetings and board committee meetings is good, but can be excellent. We have to improve on our attendance going forward. On page 28, directors' interest in shares. I observe that 6 directors out of 10 listed have our shares attached to their names directly in the year under review. This is commendable. Please keep it up. I observe that there are no indirect holdings in our company. On page 43, statements of financial position. Trade and other receivables under current assets went up from 18.3 billion naira to 19.1 billion naira in the year under review. What are the modalities in place to collect this debt from our customers to the barest minimum so that it will not end up as bad debt that will be written off? I also observe that I want to seize this opportunity to give kudos, to appreciate our company secretary and his team for reaching out to shareholders and making themselves accessible to us. Kudos to you guys. Well done. Thanks and God bless you richly for this opportunity. Mr. Chairman, I appreciate.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we need to move ahead with the meeting because I believe that we are a good diaspora of questions, suggestions, comments. I appreciate and I promise that we will surely take each shareholder with due earnestness, seriousness, and keep on improving the performance year by year. Thank you all. We now go. We have now come to the declaration of a dividend, and I hereby move that a final dividend in respect of the year ended 31st December 2025 of Naira 1,280,000,000.
Chairman. Notify and let them respond. Except for respond.
All right, okay, fine. Mr. Damola, I hope you're brief, okay, please. Mr. Damola.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Mainly on the IPO, please.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just batch a couple of the questions together because everything seems to be around finance costs, trade receivables, and the likes. So now first take trade receivables. It's important to note that most of our distributors have had long-standing relationship with the company, well over a decade. And within that period of time, we've never had a bad debt. Yes, we may have a week or two delay, but it's never been a bad debt. The increase you see in the trade receivables is mostly market-led. And what do I mean by market-led? When you have distributors, they don't just distribute for Mecure alone, they also distribute for other companies. If you don't give good credit terms, then they will pick up less of your inventory and pick up your competitors. So we had to give better credit terms. However, how are we addressing that? Over the last 3 to 6 months, we've been engaging some of our bankers to actually offload most of these distributors directly to the banks so that they are able to access invoice discounting so that that credit is no longer our burden to bear, and then it's on the bank. So I think that should address that. I'll take the second one on, I think, dividend. A couple of people mentioned dividend. While it may seem like 32 kobo is modest as compared to what is being expected, if you look at last year to this year, that's over 100% increase in terms of dividend payout. Bear in mind that we're expanding rapidly as a company, and so it's important that most of those funds are used for those expansion, as well as obviously, as many people have said, the high cost of debt, which we're working on right now. I will also speak on the debt. A lot of people have mentioned high cost of sales. I'll speak on those two together. High cost of sales, our cost of sales is largely tied to our revenue. One of the gentlemen, okay, I don't see him again. He mentioned that our revenue increased by 19 billion. That's actually wrong. It actually increased by over 29 billion. So not 19 billion. But basically what I'm trying to say is that our revenue is also increasing exponentially. I mean, when you look at year on year, we're looking at over 60-something%. So it's expected that the cost of sales will increase, especially when you consider the fact that the exchange rates, largely moved over the period of time. However, when you look overall at our operational expense, you will see that our margins actually improved because we've taken time to actually look at other cost-efficient measures, such as even switching our power source to gas, right? And that has helped us even become more efficient. So when you look at the overall operating margin, it was actually better than the preceding year. In terms of the debt, the leverage ratio, that is why we have come to seek today to increase our capital raise from 30 to 50. So yes, we admit that last year we had an AGM where shareholders approved that we go to the market for 30 billion. However, after that EGM, our advisors basically advised that we hold on at that period of time because the market was still trying to understand the reforms that were being brought by the administration, and the market was still reacting to those reforms. So we have not yet executed that 30 billion yet. But looking at the demand, basically, of the company right now, maybe I should mention here that the company has secured a particular permanent site, which we will be developing over time. And this permanent site is basically going to be a state of the art. It's going to be built, purpose-built from the ground up. And this is part of why this 50 billion is being raised, as well as restructuring our balance sheets. So obviously reduce some of these debts that many of you have mentioned here and actually increase value to shareholders. So I think I've probably taken the most of the questions. So thank you very much.
Damola, thank you so much for the clarification. Thank you, shareholders. We now move to point number 14. We have now come to the declaration of a dividend, and I hereby move that a final dividend in respect to the year ended on the 31st of December 2025, Naira 1,280,000,000, representing Naira 32 kobo per share, recommended by the directors, be and hereby declared payable on the 10th July today. Out of the amount standing to the credit of the profit and loss account to all shareholders registered in the books of the company at the close of business on 23rd of April 2026. Before asking someone to second the motion, I would mention that such dividend will be subject to withholding tax at the appropriate rate. Would someone please rise? The old lady there, the lady here, yes. And second this motion, ma'am.
Thank you, Chairman. I'm very grateful to you. My name is Ms. B.C. Adediba. I moved the motion. I second the motion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Are there any questions before the motion is put to the meeting? Thank you so much. Let the registrar now conduct the voting process.
Good morning, distinguished shareholders. Thank you for your patience, and we'll now start the voting process. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To start the voting process, for those our shareholders online, we have a couple of shareholders watching us online, and so you can also vote using the voting link which has been sent to you before now. Please copy your tokens and then paste it on the voting page, and then you can click. Once the resolution shows up, then you can vote yes or no, for or against the resolution. For our distinguished shareholders seated here, we all have the voting devices with us. We also realized that a couple of us have also copied the link and joined the voting platform. Please, for shareholders in this room, one meeting, please. For shareholders in this room, you can only vote with your device or your phone. You can't do both. So please, let's take caution on that. Your devices are with you. One is for and 2 is for against. You should just press either of the buttons. The voting process will be for 60 seconds only, and we'll have the result displayed on the screen. Can we commence the voting process now? Please go ahead to vote. Thank you. The voting has commenced. Please go ahead to vote. We have about 51 seconds more. For our shareholders online, please go ahead to cast your votes. And we are voting to declare a dividend. You have within 41 seconds to change your votes. If you do not want us to declare a dividend, or if you want us to declare a dividend. We have 24 seconds more. Our online shareholders, we have our team also there with you. Should you have any complaints, please put it on the chat box and we'll respond immediately. Please, you have 12 seconds more to vote for or against declaration of dividend. 2 seconds more and the voting has closed. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. After the votes, we received 101 votes in favor of the resolution with 3,545,722,130 units of shares, and 3 shareholders voted against with 615 units of shares. Mr. Chairman, for this resolution, the shareholders who voted for the resolution carried the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Registrar, for this high-tech transparency. We are very grateful to have such clarity. From the result, I declare that the motion has been duly carried. Thank you, shareholders. The next business is the re-election of the directors retiring by rotation at this meeting. The two directors retiring by rotation at this meeting are Mrs. Ayotunde Owigbe and Mr. Tochukwu Orianjaku, being eligible to offer themselves for re-election. I hereby move that the first director retiring by rotation, Mrs. Ayotunde Owigbe, be and is hereby re-elected a director of the company. You have seen her. Would someone please rise and second this motion? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my able chairman. I, Prince Awosoya, I so second, all the way from Rema Federal Constituency. May God bless you.
Are there any questions before the motion is put to the meeting? No questions. Good. Let the registrars now conduct the voting process. Registrars. Ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, one meeting, please. We are about to commence the next vote. Please, we are about to commence the next vote now. And so please, if you are for or against the resolution, go ahead to vote. Thank you. For those with keypads, 1 is for, 2 is against. And for our shareholders online, we see you also voting. Thank you. Please let's go ahead to cast our vote. We have 32 seconds more.
Against the
Distinguished shareholders, the devices are with you. We still have the opportunity to receive more votes. There are quite a number of us here. Please let's go ahead to cast our votes. We have about 10 seconds more. We are voting to re-elect Mrs. Ayomide as a director. Thank you. Voting has closed. Mr. Chairman, at the end of the votes, we received 124 votes with 3,543,417,193 units voting in favor of the resolution, and we have 2 shareholders with 4,005 units voting against the resolution.
Thank you, Registrar. From the result, I hereby declare that the motion has been duly carried. You welcome Mrs. Owigbe. I hereby move that the second director retiring by rotation, Mr. Tochukwu Orianjaku, be and is hereby re-elected a director of the company. Would someone please rise and second this motion? Okay, you gentlemen there.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Moturayo Kudrat. I second the motion, sir.
I also pointed out to the gentleman there, please, can you also hand over here? Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. The name is Noble Heso Wabrezi. I support the motion.
Thank you, sir. Are there any questions before the motion is put to the meeting, dear shareholders? Okay. Let the registrar now conduct the voting process.
Thank you, distinguished Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, Please, once more, we crave your indulgence to let us do the next vote. So we are voting to re-elect Mr. Tochukwu Oriejiaku. Please, let's go ahead and cast our vote. Voting has commenced. Please, no distractions. Please, this is very important. Please, let's go ahead to cast our vote. 1 is for, 2 is against. Ushers, please, can we take it easy? This is a very important part of the meeting. Thank you. We have about 24 seconds more. You still have a few seconds to change your position if you want to. We have about 8 seconds more. Our online shareholders, please ensure you are also voting. Voting has closed. At the end of this vote, Mr. Chairman, we have 123 votes for 3,543,422,535 units voting in favor, while we have 4 shareholders with 6,642 units voting against the resolution. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Registrar. Once again, from the result, I hereby declare that the motion has been duly carried. You're welcome, Mr. T.C. Oranjaku. The next item concerns the remuneration of the external auditors. Section 408, subsection 1B of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, (CAMA) 2020, requires that the remuneration of external auditors shall be fixed by the company in general meeting or in such a manner as the company in general meeting may determine. I hereby move that the directors be and are hereby authorized to fix the remuneration and expenses of the auditors in respect of the year ending 31st December 2026.
So he has an observation.
Yes, you also, okay, you have an observation, please.
Mr. Chairman, before we go ahead to approve remuneration of the auditors, I want the auditors to apologize to shareholders for coming late this morning. I want them to apologize for shareholders for coming late, not reading their report this morning to us.
Mr. Chairman, sir.
Yes.
Fellow management and respective shareholders. My name is Olatuji Kolu, representing the external auditors, Olatuji Kolu & Co. My sincere apologies for coming late. We had a roast mishap. We thank God. The accident was not too much. We are so sorry. And no life was lost. So apologies. I'm sorry. Once again, this is not us. This is not us at all. It just happened, but we thank God. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Dear shareholders, I hope you have accepted the apology. Thank you so much, sir. Are there any other questions before the motion is put into the meeting? Thank you. Thank you so much. Let the registrars now conduct the voting process, please.
No, second.
Okay. All right, okay. Which being? Okay, sorry. My bad. Would someone please rise and second the motion?
Let's go to the back.
You are, my apologies. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I second the motion. Igbasanmi Bukola.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let the registrars now conduct the voting process.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, please can we now start voting for the resolution, and that is to authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the external auditors. We have accepted the apologies, so let's vote. Please let's go ahead to vote. You have the keypads with you. For online shareholders, please let's vote. Distinguished shareholders, this is your time to make your voice count. Your vote should count here first. Let your votes count. We have 26 seconds more. Your presence here matters to us a lot, so please vote. When you press 1, it's in favor of the resolution. 2 is against the resolution. We have about 6 seconds more. Let your vote count.
Then we now do voting by.
Thank you. Voting has closed. Mr. Chairman, at the end of this voting session, we received 124 votes with 3,545,789,231 units of votes in favor of the resolution, while 6 shareholders with 5,791 units of shares voted against the resolution. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, ma'am. From the result, I hereby declare that the motion has been duly carried. The next item on the agenda is the disclosure of the remuneration of managers. Section 230 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 requires that the remuneration Dear shareholders, can we have a little silence, please? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, okay. So, that the remuneration of managers be disclosed at the annual general meeting. May I request that you kindly refer to page 65. Page 65 of the annual report for the disclosure of the remuneration of managers of Mecure Industries PLC. The next item on the agenda is the election of members of the Statutory Audit Committee pursuant to Section 404 subsection 3 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. The committee is to carry out the functions set out under Section 404 subsection 7 of the Act. I presume that the other terms and conditions regarding the establishment and operation of the Statutory Audit Committee are already known to the members. In line with Section 404 subsection 3 of the Act, the directors have resolved to elect 2 of their members to represent the board on the Statutory Audit Committee. They are Mr. Joseph Babatunde and Mr. Chidi Okoro, independent non-executive director and non-executive director respectively. Mr. Okoro, just your presence to acknowledge. That's it. Just rise a little bit. Mr. Chidi Okoro. As for the shareholders' representatives, the company secretary had reported that the pursuant to Section 404 subsection 6 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, valid nominations for election to the audit committee had been received from 3 shareholders within the statutory time limit, which is 21 days before this annual general meeting. They are Mr. Olatunji Babidele, Mrs. Sania Oduluga, Mr. Yakubu Mosuro. We are hereby required to elect 3 shareholders in accordance with Section 404 subsection 3 of the Act. Since the valid nominations are 3, there shall be no need for election as they automatically become elected as members of the audit committee. Ladies, gentlemen, you're welcome. From the outcome of the above, I hereby declare that Mr. Olatunji Babidele, Mrs. Samiat Odunuga, and Mr. Yakubu Mosuro have been elected as the representatives of the shareholders at the audit committee until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. They and the underlisted representatives of the directors, namely Mr. Joseph Babatunde and Mr. Chidi Okoro, are hereby declared members of the statutory audit committee until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. The next item on the agenda.
Let me second the motion.
All right, please. My gentleman, my friend here, shareholder wants to second the motion. Please, can we have the mic sent to him? Thank you.
I, Comrade Lawrence Oguntoyi, vehemently second the motion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Everyone in favor should just vote. We are not voting.
As there is no vote, all those in favor, please raise hands. Okay, thank you. The next item on the agenda concerns the fees of the non-executive directors. I should perhaps mention at this stage that the directors have decided to divide any fee voted to them by the shareholders among those directors who are not full-time working directors. The full-time working directors are remunerated wholly by way of salary. Since this affects me, the co-CEO, Mrs. Dukor, will proceed with this item.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. I hereby move that the fee of the non-executive directors in respect of the year ending 31st December 2026 be, and it is hereby fixed at 1,250,000. Would somebody please rise and second this motion? Okay, yes, sir.
Thank you so much, my acting chairman. I rise to second that motion. My name is Gilbert Olufemi, Chairman of the Zoom Shareholders Association.
Thank you very much, sir. Are there any questions before the motion is put to the meeting? Okay. Let the registrars now conduct the voting process.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Dear shareholders, can we please commence the voting to approve the remuneration of the non-executive directors? If you are for the resolution, please press 1 on your keypad. If you are against the resolution, press 2 on your keypad. For our shareholders watching us, please go ahead to vote on the voting platform. All your votes matters and all your votes are counting. Thank you. Please, let's vote. Let's vote. That's why you are here. That's why we are here. Thank you. Please go ahead to cast your votes. We have about 16 seconds more to approve the remuneration of our non-executive directors. We have 2 seconds more, and the voting has closed. Thank you all for voting. Madam Chairman, for this resolution, we received 125 votes for 3,545,803,915 units of votes in favor of the resolution. And we have 3 shareholders with 2,455 units against the resolution. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you very much. From the results, I hereby declare that the motion has been duly carried.
Thank you, Mr. Duko. We have now come to item number 8 on the agenda, which is to seek authorization from the shareholders for the renewal of recurrent transactions which are of trading nature or those necessary for day-to-day operations from related companies in accordance with the rules of the Nigerian Exchange Limited governing transactions with related parties or interest persons.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Ibekwe Roberts Adenoba, I stand to support that motion. Thank you once again.
I hereby move. Okay. Are there any questions before the motion is put to the meeting? Thank you. Let the registrar now conduct the voting process, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, please note that in accordance to the required NGX rules, for this particular voting process to be, we would not be, the board of directors and their related parties are exempted from this vote, hence their vote will not be counting in this particular resolution. We can please go ahead to cast our votes now. Distinguished shareholders, this is your vote, this is your time. Please let's go ahead to cast our votes. The voting has commenced. Distinguished shareholders, please let's cast our votes now. We have about 37 seconds more. Please cast your vote. 1 for, 2 against. Distinguished shareholders, we're still waiting for many more. Your devices are with you. Please go ahead to cast your votes. You are here for this. We are here for this together. We have 5 seconds more. The voting has closed. Mr. Chairman, at the end of this vote, we received 72 votes representing 34,439,749 units, all voting in favor of the resolution. No one voted against. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Registrar. From the results, I hereby declare that the motion has been duly carried. We have now come to item number 9 on the agenda, which is to consider and if thought fit, pass the following as special resolution of the company. That the company be and is hereby authorized to increase the additional capital to be raised from the initial Naira 30 billion approved by the shareholders at the EGM of 14th May 2025 to Naira 50 billion, while other resolutions passed on the same date remains the same. I hereby move that the company be and is hereby authorized to increase the additional capital to be raised from the initial Naira 30 billion approved by the shareholders at the EGM of 14th May 2025 to Naira 50 billion, while other resolutions passed on the same date remains the same. Would someone please rise and second this motion?
Let's go to the very last bar so as to give them a inclusive vote.
The lady right at the back.
Thank you you, Mr. Chairman. The name is Zulike Christiano for my second motion.
Are there any questions before the motion is put to the meeting? Gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Please, before we finally approve it, can we have additional information about the increments? Because we initially approved 30 billion and now we are increasing to 60. Can we have additional information on that? Thank you. The name is Eri Folani Gafar.
A seconder to the motion.
We want a seconder to the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, at last. My name is Prince Adewale Unuga. I second that motion.
Thank you. Let the registrar now conduct the voting process, please.
Yeah, they want us to have a photograph.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, this is the last resolution, and we appreciate everyone for voting, and we will be glad that you do this last one with us. Please, let's go ahead to cast our votes for the resolution. You press 1 in favor of the resolution to increase additional share capital to be raised, and you press 2 against the resolution. Please, let's go ahead to cast our votes.
I appreciate them.
The voting has commenced. This is very important to all of us present here. Without you, we will not be able to continue. So let's go ahead to cast our votes. This is the final lap. Shareholders, please cast your votes. Thank you. We have 22 seconds more. We acknowledge the time you have spent with us. We appreciate it. Please cast your votes. We have about 9 seconds more. 9 seconds more. And the voting has closed. Thank you, shareholders. We appreciate your presence. Mr. Chairman, at the end of this vote, we received 123 votes with 3,545,781,814 units in favor of the resolution and 1 vote with 50 units against the resolution. Thank you.
From the results, I hereby declare the motion has been duly carried. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to an end.
Mr. Chairman, I commend this nice meeting. Mr. Chairman, last year I noticed that our products were outside for people that wanted to buy. But this year it's not so. Please, maybe next AGM we can list our products outside. So as part of all that want to buy, we can also buy and patronize our company. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
We will take note of that. We will now come to an end to the 3rd annual general meeting. I thank all of you to have braved the rains, to come here to show your love, to guide us, to educate us, to point areas where we need to improve. I, as the chairman, take this responsibility that we will take our company to the next level and make sure that I bring smile on all your faces. Thank you very much for this encouragement. I will now declare the meeting closed. I would request the closing prayer by Mrs. Samia Ulunan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We give thanks to Almighty Allah for the peaceful meeting and successful one. Alhamdulillah for today. As we are about to wind up today's meeting, I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should come and be with each and every one of us. Take each and every one of us to our various destinations in peace and not in pieces. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we have the national anthem, please?
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. Oh God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Sorry, Chairman, we are coming down to take a
Directors, please join me.
Thank you.